Wanted to be all ha ha ha. Look who's up? Here, Dennis from Tennessee.
Little redneck come up.
He fits right in with us. He brought his Camaro. We're gonna try, if the weather plays nice, we're gonna try and do some racing in the next couple 3 days. He wanted to do some quarter-mile stuff, so he come up from Tennessee, plus just to hang out with us ugly mugs anyway.
Yeah.
But
drink bourbon and smoke cigars.
There you go. Yeah, this is his unit. She's a quick one. It's nice stuff, dude.
Pop the hood there. So.
It's like a real race car with bead locks and everything.
This hood doesn't play well sometimes.
Woo! It don't look like no Ford motor.
No, it ain't no Ford motor. We don't do Fords. Neighbor.
Yeah, that's my neighbor.
Small block Chevy with a little turbo.
That's a little turbo?
No, it's 88.
I was going to say it looks huge.
It's that 88 millimeter.
It's huge. Hell yeah.
It's a tight fit.
Yeah.
It's a tight fit.
And it's just together. You ain't even had it to the track yet or nothing with this motor?
No.
So it's going to be all new for everybody.
It's been tuned, and that's it. Last Monday, dynoed it. Chassis dynoed it. So.
And it needs the converter was
slipping
a little bit too much, but we'll make it work.
Yeah. If we have to, we'll just turn the boost down a little bit and still have some fun.
Boost down?
Yeah, boost down. Boost down.
Awesome.
That's it. That's what
Hell yeah. Hey everybody, it's shifter install time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the shifter in the truck. Mike's out pulling the transmission out of the RV in the rain, but I'm gonna need his help like when I go to set all the detents and make sure that they match. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this shifter in the truck, and one more thing that we'll be able to check off the list of needs to be done and is done. So here we go. I gotta take this cover off so I can get to all of the parts that go in here. It comes off. Make sure I don't snag any wires and yank them out of the switches. There's that. Then it's going to be time to get these into the holes, which are up here and up here, and we used just some quarter 20 grade 8 bolts. I've got them laying down here on the floor. Ay, mamma mia. So let's see, some of these already have actually accidentally kind of painted the washers. So there's hard washers underneath that paint. I am no paint guy, let me tell you. So I'm gonna stick these up here, and that'll start me out right there. Again, I'll do the same thing for the back. Right here. I might have to move over to the other side just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna bet like the first few miles we drive this thing with the windows down, we're gonna be covered in glitter, because I'm that good at a painter. You know what I didn't realize? So at one point, I was trying to make some guts from one of these ratchet shifters work for a column shift. I just thought it'd be cool to have a gasher that has column shift and it's ratcheting. And we kind of ran out of time, so I pulled it out. And now that this knee bar is in with the cage, I can't fit in the stuff that I wanted to fit in. So now I'm wondering if there's an opportunity again to come up with a way to have a ratchet shifter that is on the column. I still think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cooler than something, just the generic normal stuff. Ruh-roh. Alright, well, I can fix it. So there's a pin under here that this is supposed to go on, and it goes on the other two cables that I got, but it doesn't go on to the cable that's in the truck, and it's because it's too big. So to get by that, I'm just going to drill out that hole a little bit. Should be okay. There's plenty of meat there. So stay tuned. So I have to drill this out to 5/16. Unibits work great for that kind of stuff. Hey. Weather is not breaking a little bit. It's been raining pretty much non-stop. You can see Mike's underneath there. You've already checked the rear end and it looks good.
Yep.
So he's down there taking this 727 torque flight out of this pig.
Yes, sir.
So I've dug through my electronic stuff and I'm going to make a plate to mount this retard unit and the nitrous controller. What a mess, Jesus. And so I need a relay switch. I got this cool cover for the lock for the switch. I got a aircraft style circuit breaker. This here, some wire bundle stuff, and then this bright indicator light that I'm going to put on it. So stick around and I'll show you what I'm doing with this. I'm going to head over to Patrick's and get some aluminum material and make a plate to go in the truck for the nitrous system. So we'll turn when I turn the trans brake on, this will actuate the power for the fuel pump. This will actuate the power for the retard box. It'll also actuate the power for the nitrous controller, and then the nitrous controller will use a relay on the trans brake button to say do not engage the nitrous, and in line with that will be the micro switch on the throttle, so that you have to be at full throttle. So full throttle, trans brake on, nitrous is not off, but as soon as you let off the trans brake, the relay will switch over, hit the nitrous, and will be nitrous right off the get. So stick around, we'll see how this turns out. It doesn't have to be super nice because we're not going to leave the nitrous on the truck, but if we ever want to run another event with nitrous, it'd be nice to be able to pull this bracket off, quick unplug, plug the other one back in, and be good to go. So what I didn't show you is that I got busy here laying out all these items to put onto this board, so I can put a board in the truck behind the console that can be removed easily, because we can't run nitrous on all of our events. I'm going to use thread inserts. If you guys haven't seen these before, see this little thread insert? This drops down in the hole. This is actually an 832. Drops down in the hole like so, and then you swage it using this tool right here. And maybe I can do this with one hand. Oh, let me go ahead and set this down. Maybe I can set this down here and you can see it. Does that work? It kind of works, right? So you squeeze that. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. And then you take this, loosen this out. And the way that works is it actually swages the back. Can you see that? Swages the back. So now you have a threaded insert that you can use instead of like having only 1/16 of an inch of material threaded. Now you've got this nice threaded insert that this screw can go into, and then you can tighten things down. I'll go ahead and do the rest of them. I don't think you want to see them on camera, but I'll do the rest of them. Go ahead and do this so you can see how this swage works. Did that work? I think so. All right, so spent a good amount of today working on this plate for all the nitrous stuff for the truck. I've got there's the label maker that I've got is so old it doesn't want to stick, so these are all glued down. That's why there's tape all over them, and I'll pull these off and show you a picture of it afterwards. But got all that stuff done, and the master cylinder. And I think maybe tomorrow we might run some lines. I got my brake line showed up, and the guy should be available tomorrow. We can mount the master cylinder again, because I kind of need two hands to get around the back side of it and put all the calipers and rotors back on. I've got a set of super singles coming. Those need to go down to be milled to 22s. I got tires coming for the back, so we're going to run the super singles on the back. I don't know if I can show you. So you guys know what a super single is. Here's a super single. So it's 14 inches wide. The dually wheels don't fit. They're just too wide. They stick out too far. And then we're going to run a regular single from a dually on the front, and that would be that. Of course, that's the back side of it. So big tires, both of them milled down to 22s from 22.5, so it's kind of a standard passenger car size. And honestly, if we do a bit of a thrash Tuesday, Wednesday, we should have this thing running and driving. And then Dennis will be here on Wednesday night, and we'll do some cleanup on the truck, make sure everything's ready for the nitrous on that. He's going to help us set a few things, and then Thursday we go to the track. So we should have a lot of good content in the next couple days. So stick around with us. We appreciate you sticking around. Remember to like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And thanks a bunch. Come on, sweetheart. Smells good.
we got the plugs changed, timing's retarded. Mike's getting all set to let go of the button and the trans brake and the brake at the same time.
We're not going to have our foot on the brake this time. Round 1, lesson learned. Hopefully I become a better driver in round 2. So
I'd say don't worry about it. Let's just launch it and see what happens.
let's see what happens. Right on, man. That's what we like to hear. You know what we say, it's good enough for who it's for.
Yeah, how much nitrous we giving it?
All of it.
All of it.
As much as it'll take. I hope. I think.
It was nice knowing you, little buddy. See you on the dark side.
I mean, it almost had to have worked, right? We retarded the timing 10 degrees and it ran an identical number. If we retarded the timing 10 degrees and didn't spray it with nitrous, it would have had to have slowed down, right? I mean, wouldn't it? All right. We can lift the hood up. All right. Woo-hoo!
It sounds fucking nasty, dude.
Oh, it sounds nasty as shit.
I don't understand why it ran a fucking 12.0 on fucking nitrous.
Because we took too much timing out of it.
Yeah?
We took 10 degrees of timing out of it, and it ran the same exact number. Which means the nitrous had to have worked, because if you took 10 degrees out of it and didn't add nitrous, it would have went way slower. So we just took too much timing out of it. We pulled the plug, and the timing mark was way down close to the thread. So we took 10 degrees out. We should have took 6, maybe. I don't know.
You have your time slips?
Yeah.
Okay.
My fucking man. I love that guy.
So I missed all of it, but these guys took the truck out, played around with some nitrous, took too much timing out of it, ran out of time trials to be able to do anything else.
Yep.
But Dennis rock and rolled first shot with the new engine, the new setup, 962 with a 0, which he was hoping for like a 990, so he's freaking thrilled.
Hell yeah.
So no alcohol until we got home. And now we're going to partake. So
This is a victory beer.
This is a victory beer.
Cigar.
Absolutely.
First time of nitrous, and it survived. We just took too much timing. So
Yeah. Too much is better than too little.
That's right.
So like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. There's 7 days in a week.
Some days one of them.